G'day folks, out in the shop. We got the Silverado back again. Nothing super major this time, just an annoyance more than anything. Had Caitlin out to a hockey game the other night. Got home pretty late, but went to get in the back door to get a hockey bag out, and that happened. So today we're going to show you how to replace a door handle on a Silverado. All four are basically the same. It's the same kind of door handles. This one may or may not have a keyhole. Same as the passenger side, depends on your version. I have one keyhole and the rest don't, so these handles are basically the same. But you do need left and right versions and whether the keyhole is right or not. That's how we're getting in right now. A little too redneck even for me. You got to push the handle down and yeah. So, we're going to get that changed out. Okay folks, step one is going to be getting this door panel off. Really easy. There's only 2 bolts, screws, what have you, depending on what version you got, that you got to worry about. Other than that, it's just held in with clips. Alright, there are some things you need to take off though. First is going to be this here cover for the door handle. Okay, so you're going to want to use a plastic interior prying tool here if you can. Just because a screwdriver can damage your interior panel here if you're prying on it, and definitely like a metal scraper or any of these tools are definitely going to damage it. At the bottom right here is where you don't want to pry because there's like a hook. See, that's pretty loose there already. There's a hook here that kind of goes in behind, and if you pry there, you're going to snap it right off. So you want to pry here and here. Off real easy. Probably too easy. There's that hook. You see, if you pry that at the bottom, you're going to snap that one right off. There's your 2 clips. One here and one here. So front and rear. The next thing is the lock here itself. Same thing, there's a plastic tab on one side and then 2 kind of spring-loaded clips on the other. And the front is where you don't want to pry. That's where the tab is. You'll rip it off. Pry at the back, and it just pops out like that. It comes right off. Okay, so there's the front one. You don't want to pry on. It's just a little single, and it will break. And you got 2 at the back that are the ones you're actually supposed to pry on. Okay, so right below the handle, in that slot is a screw. Okay, so this guy in here is 7mm. I have seen some of these that are Phillips and Torx and all manner of different sizes and shapes, and this one is literally just a 7. There's no Phillips or anything in there. So just below your speaker, you've got one more 7mm right there. Okay, identical screw to the other one. Once you got all those guys out, that's it for the door panel for attachments, okay? The old versions used to use all kinds of little clips that you had to push in and get in there and pry out. This one's got some hooks at the bottom. Just pries up, like so. Okay, so here's what holds your door on other than the screws. You got these plastic hooks. You can see them all. Okay, so there's no actual prying like you used to have little clips where these hooks are. If you go prying on this door like the old days, you're just going to break all these. Okay, so the last thing you got obviously is the plug for your power windows. Yeah, I don't know why they put the tab on the inside, but that's where it is. It should be right here. Would make more sense, but far be it for automotive engineers to make sense, right? Okay, so like I said, the tab that you got to push, it's right there. It's on the inside, which makes it a pain to get at because you push here, but it doesn't do nothing. So you kind of got to reach up there with a screwdriver or something and push that in. Why they don't put that where you can reach it? Thank an automotive engineer. So because we need to get at the door handle up here, we're just going to peel back this plastic, which is just held on with this adhesive. Try not to get that dirty or else it won't stick back. And it may not even, for me with the cold. And that's all I need. There's my nuts for my door handle. Okay, I kind of showed you these from the outside, but you can see there's two, and the third one is up there. Okay, so from here you can see all three nuts that I need to remove. All right, so there's our linkage. Try not to scratch your paint if you're concerned about that. These clips, they just pop off. Try not to break them because they do get brittle. And there's your door handle free. All right, old and new, the same in every conceivable way. You will need your old nuts because they don't bother to give you new ones. All right, to put it back in, make sure your clip is rotated up out of the way. Slide the pin through the hole. Rotate the clip down and make sure it goes on all the way, because these do vibrate loose and then it falls out and then you can't open your door. It's really cold here. That should just clip on, but there you go. All right. Next thing is to just put it in. By lining up the holes. I don't know why they don't give you like a rubber seal for that, because it would keep a lot of the water out of this door. All right, let's put our nuts back on. It's up there, it's hidden. Oh, don't drop her. Up here somewheres, using the force. There we go. This top is a bit of a pain to get to, but it's not too bad. They give you a nice big access hole here at least. You're not reaching up from down here trying to find your way in the dark. That should do her. See if any of our glue is going to hold. New handle in place, and yeah, I got to fix some paint here apparently. There we go, folks. Now we just got to put that panel back on. Okay, so all you're doing here to put this panel on, obviously, is you got to put the plug back in. Okay, so to get this door panel back on, once it's plugged, you might want to check just to make sure your window's working. So to make sure you got that plug in all the way, but it's pretty simple stuff. Okay, just put the panel up above the height of the window. Get things more or less lined up. And all you're doing is lining up all those little plastic hooks. Okay, so you just push it in slightly. Give a little yoink. Down like that. Okay, so with that, our panel is on. We just got to put our two screws back in and our covers. Okay, so that holds basically all of this on. And then we got our little guy down here. Okay, we're going to put on our handle cover. Really nothing to that. Put the bottom on first and then push your two clips in. Okay, you can see in the center, there's a little spot where that rod goes. It looks like you can go either way, but obviously you'll want to unlock forward. I find it's easier here with the rod to get this lined up if you kind of position it in the middle, kind of between lock and unlock. That way you know where she's got to be. Just clip it in place. Make sure you're working. I've got a reflector coming. I just ordered one off Amazon. It just clips in, so there's no wires. It's not a light like it is in the front door, so that's just a reflector back here. All right, there's how you replace your busted plastic door handle on a Silverado on the rear doors. Front is basically the same procedure, except you got more unplugging to do because you got all your window control, door locks, and all that fancy stuff up here on the console, and you have a few more screws. That's about it. Anyway, pretty easy fix. I think it was $24, 20 bucks right around there, 25 bucks for that door handle off Amazon. You can go anywhere. It's all made by the same people. This one was a Dorman, so it's pretty much a household name when it comes to replacement parts, as you probably will know. Hopefully this helped you out if you guys have a busted door handle, which they're pretty common because that's the third one I've replaced on this truck since I've owned it. That's it for this one, folks. I got to get going to a hockey tournament, so I'm gone all for the next 4 days. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.